Janette, look how amazing.
Guess who Janette is? You guys probably don't understand. She is the permanent tattoo expert. So Michelle's coming back to get it done again. She got it done 5 years ago. So what's normal?
I like to see people every 5 to 7 years.
So there's 2 different kinds of tattooing.
For the face, you could classify 3 different types. So one's called soft tap, and they're going to take some needles, and they dip ink in the needles, and they prick it into your skin. And that's pretty common in the world of permanent makeup.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I'm using a machine that's more like a tattoo machine.
Oh, okay.
This is a tattoo machine.
Oh.
You can also use a quill machine on the face. I don't use this that often. I use the higher grade one that's made for the face. So it's a smaller pen, and it's actually just made for the face.
Okay, so what are you doing right now to Michelle?
So I'm just numbing her. And I put a little dye on her eyelashes because she can't wear mascara for 5 days.
What would you recommend to all of our subscribers in different locations if they're not able to fly to come and see you?
So they want to go in, either see pictures. Actual work is better to see. I am a referral-based only business. You can get some referrals from the person that you're going to go see. Websites are great, pictures are great, but even if you can see some actual people, that would be better. Good permanent makeup shouldn't be spotted, so that's the problem with finding people that have it done.
I want them to be a little thicker.
I am changing Michelle's eyebrows.
Yep, she is. And I'm so excited about
Thinking
it.
on them up.
So if we want to make hers thicker, I'm going to pull this bottom line thicker. So she's already got plenty of an arch here. So we're going to add a tiny bit right here, and then this line under. Start all the hair strokes on off this line. And then bring it to still just to right there though. What most people are missing on the brow is from here to here. See, this is where you want your strong point to be, and you want this to be brushed. After having these tattooed, you need to keep up on dyeing your eyebrows. That's the biggest mistake people do, especially the blondes.
Oh, it's so true.
And so
It's
I
the
always
biggest
tell them
mistake.
that. Okay, you cannot have tattooed skin and blonde fuzz on top of your face. That looks ridiculous.
So probably one of the hardest things about tattooing is picking out the color.
The color, and finding a color that's going to correspond to makeup. A makeup color, because it's not the same world. So it's finding a color that's neutral but warm.
So it doesn't
That's
fade
not
to like
yellow,
purple.
that's not pink, that doesn't fade to purple. Right, so it's hard to find the right mixtures. Your last color was like the dark sienna.
Yeah.
It's almost like black brown. It's going to pinch.
Are you nervous?
No.
So you're doing it right now.
Did you numb me good?
I numbed you, but we've been talking for a long time, so just,
Alright.
it's just the first pass hurts, and then I'll put more numbing on her.
Do you need to hold my hand?
It's not that bad. You want to plan this when you're not doing something important for like the following week, right?
Yes, you're going to look overdone. These eyebrows look like this until layer will actually start to slough off from these in 3 to 5 days, and then they'll lighten. But until that point, you cannot put makeup over them. You're going to get a little bit of scabbing, but what you want is just a scabbing that flakes. You don't want a big, deep scab. The key to keeping this in really good is to keep a lot of ointment on it so it does not scab. Vitamin E oil that are in the capsules, if you pop them a couple times a day and rub that first, or just squeeze it on there first, it filters down between the hair so it really sticks to the skin. And then you want to put a really tacky ointment on top. Aquaphor is awesome for eyebrows.
Oh, perfect. And that's aftercare.
Aftercare, yeah. You basically want to keep these so moist, so wet that they don't scab. You're going to have a layer that comes off anyways, but you want to try to avoid scabbing. So I tell clients to do it every hour. That's overkill, but they actually will do it every 2 hours. And then before you go to bed at night, you really want to cake on whatever you're using. You want to do vitamin E, then Aquaphor, or you could use Vaseline over the top. You never want to use Neosporin around your eyes. So if you were to look on the internet of Neosporin...
Are you serious?
Some people can have this hideous reaction to it, and it swells up, the whole eye swell up. It's awful. So I would never recommend using any kind of Neosporin, Plysporin on the eyebrows, because in case you were the one person that would be allergic to it, you wouldn't, and you normally wouldn't even know you were allergic to it. You wouldn't be able to figure it out. You would just be getting red and swollen and puffy. And people usually make the mistake of applying more Neosporin at that point, thinking they have an infection, and it just gets worse and worse.
That's so good to know.
So you're better just to use vitamin E oil. Aquaphor, I think, is one of the best. Vaseline, bag balm. I make a little concoction of avocado and vitamin E oil and shea butter and aquaphor. So it's really tacky and it sticks well.
When should someone come back for? Does everyone need a touch-up?
Yes, you want to give them 6 to 8 weeks. Some technicians will tell you as early as 2 weeks. I would not recommend going back in 2 weeks. The skin is not healed.
What is the cost of getting your eyebrows done?
So eyebrows are $3.50, sometimes down to $3, up to $4. But some people, they're just going to do a hairline, might charge you less, might charge you more. Do you need a full eyebrow done? Do you need a half an eyebrow done? So some people could just charge less.
And then what about eyeliner?
If it's top and bottom waterline, $400. And lash line, so that's a full eyeliner. If you just want a top, it's $300.
Okay. Okay, this is crazy. So you're doing the waterline?
I've gone over it once, just a little bit, and then I put some, it's called a secondary numbing. So with the numbing, that's a secondary numbing. It's in more of a gel form, and it usually works the best once the skin's been broken.
Okay, and what color are you doing?
This is a black, brown. You typically don't want to put a straight black in their eyes because it's got so much blue in it that it gets blue really fast.
So what are some things people should be aware of in regards to getting their eyeliner tattooed?
A lot of people are using lash growth products such as Latisse, Lilash. I recommend going off them 1 to 2 months before you get your eyeliner tattooed. The reason being is you can see Michelle does not use these products right now, so she's not bleeding much. Once you have that lash, it's actually a capillary bed that kind of gets pulled up to the surface. Once you have that much blood supplied to the lashes, this becomes very bloody. And what happens is as you go over this line, you'll get a bruised layer that will come out. Ink is a bunch of particles in a liquid. So once the liquid is reabsorbed by the body, you're left with all these particles. But if you get a big bruise out here, all these particles can run into that bruise.
Oh.
So that's going to give you this really fuzzy line. It's called migration. You want to go off at 2 months. Plus it makes it hurt so bad because you are bleeding. The other thing is if you're, ask your technician if they use a product called Celluvisc. It comes in little things like this. It's by Refresh.
Okay. And say the name of it again?
Celluvisc. It's C-E-L-L-U-V-I-S-C. What it is, it's a thick eye drop. So I keep putting this into her eye the whole time. So that's going to coat her eyeball with Celluvisc. And so as I put the numbing cream on, you're going to have lower risk of corneal abrasions. Meaning the numbing cream can burn your eyeballs.
Oh.
So you really want to use a lot of Celluvisc so you don't have a corneal burn from the numbing cream.
You do it if you're pregnant?
I don't like to do pregnant women. The reason is I like you to take Benadryl before coming, or an antihistamine. And if your technician doesn't tell you that too, that's all just a great thing you can do by yourself. Take an antihistamine. I usually say Benadryl the night before and one before coming, or a Claritin, something like that. What that's going to do, see how her eyes aren't pouring water?
Yep.
She's taking some Benadryl, which helps a lot. So it helps to dry up your eyes, and it helps them not swell so much, and it helps them not water so much.
What about breastfeeding?
Breastfeeding, usually you're okay.
I mean, it looks like she's been through the war, just on her face. But you can tell it looks so beautiful already, Michelle. You're going to be so happy.
Really?
Are you kind of out of it? Do you feel
Yeah, I'm really relaxed.
What should we ask her? Do you have a crush on anyone right now?
No, not one person.
I'm so sorry to bring that up.
That's fine. What's the biggest mistake people make after?
Well, I
You
tell
could do
you,
this.
do not wash them with soap. Don't put any facial products on them. They can get wet, but you don't want to overdo the water. No hot tubs, no steam rooms, no swimming pools. This is for 5 days. And no makeup. The biggest mistake is they let them dry and they try to put their makeup on. Letting them dry is the biggest mistake. You want to keep this so lubricated that it doesn't have a second to dry, and it will stay in perfect.
So how long until you know the final result?
Eyebrows they'll continue to settle for about a month. So they'll keep fading, they'll soften, the color might change still just a little bit. So I would say give everything at least 4 weeks. Within a week, you pretty much know what's going to stay on the eyes.
Look at me, let's see.
I forgot how sore you got.
Looks so good.
Do I look swollen?
Not really at all. This is the next day at 11 o'clock at night. She went to work like this. Isn't that such
Like an
Trooper
alien.
City? Close your eye for a sec.
Her
see how
eyes,
they're protruding? No, they just need to see. But they were a little bit more swollen this morning, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
They've actually gone down.
Well, when I woke up this morning, I actually couldn't open my eyes. They were crusted together. It was really funny. Bria was like, Mom? Mom? I was like, what, Brie?
Day 2, it's 8 o'clock at night.
Day 2. I was really bad at keeping the lubricant on.
How many times have you iced?
Just like once, you know.
Your eyes actually look so beautiful.
Can you imagine if I were successful at the post-op? Okay, so this is day 4. My eyes are quite bloodshot today, but the swelling has gone down. My
So
eyes are
much.
protruding less. And I did ice my eyes last night.
Oh,
I'll have
I'm so proud of you.
you know. Day 4, people. Day 5.
Day 5.
Yep,
You're good.
looking good, right?
Yeah.
No swelling. It's like the brows have like faded nicely. I feel like I can go out in public.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. We hope this video answered all of your questions. We know there were lots of them. Obviously, there's a lot you're gonna learn if you actually choose to get it done. You'll be well informed, hopefully, because you'll know to go to a good person. But
And they'll be prepared.
yes, but I'm really happy with it, and I think maybe I convinced Laura to do it.
The verdict's still out. I don't know that I can commit to it yet.
Don't forget to subscribe though, okay?
Yeah. Hope you guys have had a happy Sunday.
Yep, love you guys. Bye.
Bye.